Let's go. Keep going.
Beautiful.
Doing great.
Beautiful.
Oh, sit down.
Check, check. Everyone hear me good? Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to celebrate the union of Grant Peters and Reanna Garcia. Family and friends, thank you for joining. Now, before we begin, I would like to advise people to please put away their phones. We would like the photographers to be able to capture everyone in the moment present during the ceremony. Near the very end, I'll be announcing for everyone to take out their phones so that they can catch the final moments of the ceremony, but until then, please put them away. Now, for those in the know, we're here 1 year later than originally planned. I gotta say, first time being here, I love the venue. I can actually walk to my work from here. Now, my name is Ryan Curtis. I'll be the officiant today, and I'm a longtime friend of both Grant Peters and Reanna Garcia. We gather here to witness the beginning of a forever future, one built on a foundation of respect, trust, and mutual affection. This couple begins the next chapter of their lives together. If anyone has cause to object the forming of this union, speak now or forever hold your peace. And eternal peace it shall be. Marriage is a time-honored tradition and is a choice made by two partners who wish to share all aspects of themselves with their soulmate. May I remind everyone that we stand together with loved ones under the gaze of God, and the vows taken today hold great importance. Now, let me share a little bit about the bride and groom. They met at the Central Connecticut State University Car Club. Over a year or so, one of them, I'll let you guess who, grew feelings for the other and asked the other on a date. It all began with a suspected first date at a Chili's. However, the bride and groom can't seem to decide on whether or not that was the case. A slow-burning friendship bloomed into the loving couple we see before us today, bonding over their mutual love for cars and Chili's. Though I do believe Grant loves Chili's a little too much. These two share the same smile, mannerisms, personality, and a healthy amount of unhinged. If you know them as well as I do, you probably know what I'm talking about. I didn't know back then that in less than 10 years, I'd be standing here today officiating their wedding. I'm honored to be their officiant. Now, it's important for me to mention that I'm not even licensed to officiate in the state of Connecticut. However, that doesn't matter, as we are here to celebrate more than just this matrimony. We are here to celebrate Grant and Rihanna's 3rd wedding anniversary. Now, to get everything back on track, and now that everyone's up to speed, we can actually continue with the ceremony and get everything out of the way. Now, we're going to proceed to the declarations. Now, Grant Peters, before your family and friends, do you continue to take Reanna Garcia as your beloved wife, to have and to hold through challenge and success, to share the title and ownership of your vehicles, and to be committed to one another so long as you both shall live?
I do.
Reanna Garcia, before your family and friends, do you continue to take Grant Peters as your beloved husband, to have and to hold through laughter and sadness, to share the cost of insuring and maintaining your vehicles, and to be committed to one another so long as you both shall live?
I do.
Now, wedding rings are a traditional symbol of strength and unity between soulmates. This bond is unwavering, unbreakable, and forever lasting. By wearing these rings, now freely in public, you will always be reminded of the connection you share and the vows you made today. Would the best man please present the rings? Now, Reanna, please repeat after me. I, Reanna Garcia,
I, Reanna Garcia,
present you, Grant Peters,
present you, Grant Peters,
with this ring as a symbol of our everlasting love.
with this ring as our everlasting love symbol.
Let it never lose its luster,
Let it never lose its luster.
just as my love for you will never fade.
Just for my love of you will never fade.
And now you, Grant. I, Grant Peters,
I, Grant Peters,
present you,
present you,
Reanna Garcia,
Reanna Garcia,
with this ring as a symbol of our everlasting love.
with this ring as a symbol of our everlasting love.
Let it never lose its luster,
Let it never lose its luster,
just as my love for you will never fade.
just as my love for you will never fade.
You may not place the ring.
Yeah, wrong hand. I forgot.
Sorry, Nashville, don't worry. There you go. All of you may now take your phones out. I'll wait a moment for you guys to do so. Now, by the power invested in me, by the bride and the groom, and not provided to me by the state of Connecticut, I now pronounce you still husband and wife. You may not kiss the bride.
One more big one. Yeah.
All right. Change the direction.
First we have grandmother and grandfather of the bride. And Otto and Louisa. Let's give them a nice hand. Don and Therese. Give them a nice hand as they come in. All right, now the bridesmaids. Evie and Dell. Evie and Dell.
You gotta hold it. It's gonna be a hard time. You gotta hold
Oh my lord.
All right, now we're getting serious here. Will and Ryan. And now our flower boy, Sammy and Danny. Maid of honor, Savannah, accompanied by best men, Brian and Ethan. Right, we need you to all rise right now. The reason we're here today, put your hands together, make some noise for the brand new, continue, Brian, for Mr. and Mrs. Grant. And Peters.
Yeah, you're my comfort, so I think so. No, mine is not sentimental. Don't. I had a lot of help. Yeah. Hey guys. Thank you. Hey guys. Hello. Okay. I think so. Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna read it off my phone, guys, and I'm so nervous. I'm so sorry. Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Savannah, and I have the joy and honor of being Reanna's maid of honor. We've been best friends since middle school, back when life was all about passing notes, inside jokes, and figuring out who we were, one awkward moment at a time. Through every life phase and awkward outfits, hold on. Through every life phase, awkward outfits, late night phone calls, heartbreaks, and big dreams, she's been my person. Over the years, she's become the sister I choose. Loyal, hilarious, and endlessly supportive. She's the kind of friend who shows up for you no matter what. I've watched her grow into the incredible woman she is today. And while I can't say I know Grant as well as I know her, I do know the version of her that's been with him, and that says everything. She's more grounded, more joyful, and more herself than ever. That's how I know he's the right person for her, not because of what I know about him, but because of what I see in her when he's around. So here's to love that brings out the best in us. To Reanna and Grant, may your life be full of laughter, passion, and a bond that keeps growing with time. Cheers to a lifetime of laughter and love. I love you. I'm sweaty. All right.
All right. Hello, everyone. One moment while I get ready. Now, it's me again, Ryan Curtis. You guys probably remember me from earlier. For those that may not remember, okay. I've known Grant for 21 years. Our relationship's old enough to drink. Ever since first grade in 2004. I believe the first thing we did was play tag. I'm pretty sure it was recess. Grant was faster back then, pretty sure I lost. Now, There have been ups in our friendship, and I cannot say there were any downs. Only a friendship like this has been, evolving over time. We've somehow been able to grow our interests and grow our friendship with one another to new degrees that I didn't even think were possible. Because back when you start grade school, you wonder, at times, are your friends really going to stay around all this time? And it's an honor to be able to stand by his side all these years, going through elementary school, intermediate school, weird school system, middle school, high school, and then stay in touch through college, stay in touch after college, still seeing each other every so often, talking with each other over the phone. It's been wonderful to be able to get to know this man for so long and still learn new things about him, and as he learns new things about me. I've walked inside, now, like I said, I've walked alongside him for a very long time. And I've always seen him committing himself to something new every few months or something, like 3D printing, cars. My favorite of which back in high school was a time that he had working with remote-controlled cars, the small ones. Now, he was into the off-roading side of it, he was into the racing part of it, the drifting part of it. I think he even attempted a land speed record. Did you win?
No.
That in mind, when he gets involved with something, or in this case, someone, he commits himself fully, and he'll never give him up. All these years later, I'm confident he'll turn his latest into a lifelong commitment. Now, as I've started my own marriage a month ago, I've been given a lot of advice. A piece that stuck with me most is something my grandfather told me. The 3 most important things to sustain a marriage: love, fidelity, and communication. It's important to maintain that emotional intimacy with your partner. Being faithful is a cornerstone of marriage. You two are good people, very good people, though I do believe you both have an untreated car addiction. Now, communication is the hardest of them all. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Listen twice as much as you speak, and talk often about your thoughts, feelings, and concerns. Love you both.
Hey, how we doing? My mouth immediately got dry. Let's do this. In case you don't know me, I'm Ethan. Known Grant not for quite as long as 21 years, but what feels like a lifetime already. When we think of love, romance, and emotional attachment, many of us can probably define it differently. Love is unconditional trust, or love is a battle. My personal favorite understanding of love and bonds stems from Plato, a Greek philosopher. You might have heard of him. And his idea of the soul. Plato believed that human soul was cut into 2 pieces, and our mortal lives are purposed to find our other half, our soulmate, with love as a driving force to bring people together and help them feel complete. To read this and consider the words, I believe he is correct. As I look at these 2 today and every day since I've known them, Grant and Ree exhibit this truth. I've yet to see another couple as strong, honest, and connected as the bride and groom before us. As a dear friend of Grant's, I'm happy to know he is cared for unconditionally and loved for who he is and who he will become. As a friend of Ree's, I'm happy to know she will always be given kindness and consideration, and that someone is there to try and stop Grant from buying yet another car. All I ask of you 2, and all I will ever ask, is that you remember why we gathered today in the support of your union. If things ever get hard, difficult, or stressful, you take the time to remember today and the beginnings of your dedication 3 years ago. In sickness and in health, on dark days and bright ones, you 2 are more than best friends or husband and wife. You 2 are one and the same, a complete soul. A collaboration of character unified before us today. I love you both. I will always support you, but I know that you will always be one of the strongest teams I've ever seen.
Hello?
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Reanna, Dad. But I'm going to give you some history about this beautiful lady. 1996. 90s. Hold up. Because in 1996, we found out that Luisa was pregnant. And we don't expect it because by that time, we would just like feel we are finished. We got David, we got Reanna, Sooner. We always call her Sooner or Rihanna. And, but God tell me and told my wife, Luisa, I am not finished with you. Remember, between her and my daughter is 13 years different. And this now you understand and start to know what I'm going through. And God tell me, no, I am not finished with you. Luisa went to the doctor because she have a headache. And the doctor told her, I'm going to give you the test of pregnancy. And she said, what? You are not, you are crazy, whatever. Well, guess what? She was pregnant. Well, when she came home, and I'm going to take a little bit longer that she told me to take. When she come home, she went to the room. I was taking a nap, and she came back to me and said, Gennaro, sit down. And I said, oh boy, something is wrong with Luisa. You know, just right away you start to think about some sickness or so whatever. And I said, I am pregnant. And I said, no. To be honest with you, I wasn't ready, but God was ready for me, for my wife. Okay, in your mind, start to think about it. Not because we don't like kids, because I am 10 in my family. I am the second youngest in my family. 10 of them. But in your mind, start to think about it. Okay, school. Who's going to babysit her? The college. And all the stuff. When you're going to be a parent, you're going to know what I'm talking about. Because we have to be responsible with our kids and provide for them everything that they need to be in this position. But God told me, don't worry about, I'm going to take care of her. He take care of babysitter. He take care of the best friend in school. She take care of her in college. Where is Dale? In college. And she take care of her, give you a nice guy. Another thing, when she start to grow out, we start to tell, you have to make sure that you meet somebody that has to be a really nice guy. Watch out, what are you going to meet? I remember the first time that she introduced Grant to us, after he left, I said, Luisa, my sister said, Reanna, but she's so quiet. He don't even speak. And Reanna said to us, well, Dad and Mom, you told me that I have to find out a really nice guy. And he's a really nice guy. But anyway, this is part of the story. But today I give you thank you to the Lord because he take care of her all the way until today. And this I had to confess and testify to you. She's a child of God because God is the one to give it to us. Every child that they give it to the parents is a gift. It's not something that you're gonna say, oh, this is too much. No, it's a gift. And today I'm gonna give you thank you to Don and Teresa, to rise up, a really nice guy. Until he came in our life, he came in to be part of our family. And we love you.
Thank you.
Thank you for everybody that came in to be in the wedding. We appreciate the Garcia Borges family, appreciate all the help, all the care, and all the friendship to my daughter. And God bless, and let's enjoy. Love you. Sorry, man.
I'm Zuner, her older 13-year-old sister. 13 years older. So to add to the surprise story that my dad was going through, that I remember my brother and I were probably interacting somewhere upstairs, talking about things, and then Mom goes upstairs and tells us, hey, can you go downstairs? We need to talk to you guys. And we're both looking very confused because we don't have family meetings like that. And so we look at each other, and it's like, he asked me, did you do something? I'm like, no, I was with you. It's like, how? Anyway, so we go downstairs, we sit down, Mom and Dad are sitting there, and they look so nervous. And Mom says, well, I am pregnant. And the first thing I hear is him saying, ew, you guys still do that? And I'm like, no, I like being the baby. But anyways, she decided to come a month before she was supposed to be born, the day before school started. So that was a very interesting experience, seeing her being born and supporting my mom as kind of like a midwife that I was not trained for, and kind of convinced me not to have children for many years of my life. But going through all the things, changing her diapers, feeding her, taking her to school, seeing her grow up, and seeing what a beautiful, responsible, and just driven young woman she has grown up to be. I am so proud of her and so amazed. And I am glad that she listened to our advice, that she found a really good man to stand by her, because if not, you know how scared you were of meeting me. But I am thankful. I am very thankful that this has happened, and I am so happy for you, even though it was 3 years too late, that we're finding this out. But we love you guys, and we're so happy to share this time with you. Yes. There you go. Yep.